If you're anything like me, then your favorite crafty release of the year is Christmas stuff. I've got my Stampin' Up order here filled with Christmas crafty goodness, and my little elf here is gonna help me unbox it with you.
This is day 8 of my mom's scrapbooking challenge.
For the last week, I've done something creative every day, and I've brought you along for the ride. We've covered everything from photo printing, step-by-step putting a layout together and breaking it down so I could explain everything to you, reviewing my Epson printer. It's been so much fun, and I love the feedback I've received from you all. If you've missed any of my previous videos, I have the playlist linked down below. So what do you say we unbox these supplies?
Yeah!
Yay! My elf already ditched me, but we'll just move on. This is the new mini catalog from Stampin' Up, and there's also a new scrapbooking brochure that has scrapbook kits in it. That's super, super exciting. That's a digital only brochure. I will have the link to this catalog digitally as well as that brochure down in the description below if you want to check those out. I'll touch on the scrapbooking kits, but I wasn't able to pre-order them, so they are on their way to me, and when they come, I will do an unboxing of those so you can see exactly what comes in them. I'm not going to necessarily walk through the catalog, but I'm going to show you what I ordered, and I might refer to it for some, design ideas. And then there are tons of really, really amazing embellishments that I'm super excited about. We will get to those. So let's start with the Snowy Wonder. This set is super cute, but what makes it even cuter are the dies. So I've already opened this package, so you can see there's a snow globe here, and then this is the base, and this is another snow globe. And so all of these little pieces will fit into those snow globes. That's super, super fun. And then there's a lot of dies that will also cut these out. But wait, there's more. This is the paper that goes along with this collection, and some of the dies will actually cut the paper too. So while I've got this, let's go ahead and take a look at the paper. I love the snowflakes. If you are familiar with my channel already, you know I love doing ski and snow layouts. So we've got this really big pattern here, and you could very easily just fussy cut these out. They're very simple lines, but the dies will also work. So this one right here is just shy, but you can just chop the top off, and then you'll get most of this, and then you have an instant embellishment by just die cutting these. So let's take a look at the back of that. We have a peach snowflake, really pretty. And then this paper, is the snowman and the trees, super cute. And this snowman die will cut out some of the snowmen, and the trees, some of the trees will work as well. So I love that Stampin' Up's dies, some of them coordinate with the paper as well. And then the back of that one is like this wonky watercolory plaid. Here is a cute little penguin, and then again there's this little penguin die, and that will cut out some of the penguins, the ones that have the little arms out like this. So not all of them, but most of them. So love that. And then here's the back of that one. If you've noticed, the back of most of the papers are not quite as themed and colorful as the fronts. So if you don't want a super wintry or Christmas look, then the back is not quite as themed. I love this one with that kind of distressed looking background and the holly and berries. I love holly and berries. I am a sucker for any Christmas, but especially snowmen, holly and berries, snowflakes. Love those. And then here's this little candy cane stripe. And then there's this little winter village scene. And the back of that one is these cute little candy canes. So loving this one, and the colors in this one are Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie. The petal pink is what looks kind of peachy. It's kind of a peachy pink to me. There's also some really cute little embellishments to go with that, but I'll show you with the other embellishments. Next we have Hang an Ornament, and this one has coordinating dies as well. So here we go. It will cut out just about all the pieces in here. I love how there's this little gap right here, so you can either stamp the sentiment right there, or you can stamp the sentiments on here, I believe, and cover that up. Would be really cute. I love the little holly pieces. So you have these holly pieces that are standalone, and then you also have the holly that will cut out the stamped image too. And then this leaf cuts out here. So super awesome, love that. Next up we have Light the Year, these beautiful lanterns. I love all of the detail that is in them. And then the dies will cut out the lanterns and pretty much all of the pieces. So this mistletoe will layer on each other, so it makes like a base and shade, and same with the pine cone. And then this little bow has a die. The little berries is just one die with 5 berries on it, and I love that. So you can get 5 berries with one pass, and they do that most of the time when there's a die with really small pieces. So that will layer up on here. Now this is a standalone die, and this goes with it, and then these little berries will layer on there. Or if you don't want to mess with these teeny tiny little pieces, you can just do like little dots of liquid pearls or gems or something like that. So love that set. It's really hard to say what is going to make an appearance in the 31 Days of Christmas cards, but we're getting to some of my favorite stamp sets. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play with this set and probably the next 2 sets. Pretty sure those will make an appearance in 31 days. A lot of people ask us, what should we get? What's the supply list? And we don't plan super far in advance, but we have all shared what we've ordered on our channel. So I'll leave all the other girls' links to their videos down in the description below, so you can see what they've ordered and kind of gather like what's something that all of us have ordered. So you get a better idea of what you might need. But in the event, we always give you lots of ideas to use your stash. We'll give you supply lists at the time, but we always encourage you to use what you have, and you don't need to buy everything that we use. All right, so this one is called Reindeer Fun. And this die set is super, super awesome. And I have some examples for you. You can see I played with this one already. So the stamp set has some dies that will cut out the little images. So we've got the tree and the deer, the bells, lots of pieces. Now these are standalone, and then there's a whole other sheet of dies. These are all standalone dies. So let me grab what I've cut so you can see how this works. Okay, so first off, we've got this cute little reindeer, and this is 3 pieces here. So when they layer up, it looks like this. Now you can do tons of different color combinations. This is the one that I have liked the best. I've got early espresso at the back. That's this one. And then the next layer is this one, and that one is crumb cake. And then the next top layer is pecan pie. So I've got the darkest, the lightest, and then the medium on the top. And I just love that combo. And look at how cute this little deer is. If you want it to be a doe, you're still probably going to want the back layer, because otherwise the eyes and the nose look a little bit funny. But you could just cut off the antlers, and then you'll have your little doe. So you can do it either way. And then this is the die that's like my favorite in the set. So that is this one right here. So it doesn't actually like cut out this wreath shape to use and put on something. So I cut it out of the center of this green piece, and you can see how it's got like the leaves and stuff. So it basically makes a window. So it'd be really great for a shaker card, or in this case, I've put this kind of snow background. This is from a different die set that I'll show you in just a little bit, but I wanted to show it to you with this because it looks so cute backed behind here. And then you could layer up some of the other pieces from here, or add the little deer on there somewhere, add the lanterns would be really pretty. So many different options. This is the piece that came out of here, and I wanted to show you that the little holly leaves that are right here, they perfectly fit there, so you don't have to just throw this away. You can use it for your holly leaves or for any other small die, and look at how cute that is. And then the little berries cut out a trio of berries right here that you can layer on top. So love, love, love this set. Even if you don't get the stamp set, I think the die set on its own is well worth it. Lots of usable pieces in there. But look at how you can add these little pieces to the reindeer. Little like scatter pieces there and snow. I just think it's a really great set. So this will most likely make an appearance in the 31 Days of Christmas cards. All right, the next set is one of my favorites. Here is the stamp set, and I think it's a great stamp set to have. There's some really good sentiments on here. I love this here, but again, it's the dies that really make this set. So this is Decorative Trees, and again, it's a really big die set, but do you see all the detail in these dies? So I cut a couple of them out. Let me show you. So this is just the tree base, and that is this outline here. This is actually 2 dies right here. And so that I just cut out, and then this top layer is this snowflake one, and it is super dainty and delicate, you guys. You have to be careful when you are taking all the little inside pieces out. But that just layers right on top there. So, so pretty. I'm almost positive this will also make an appearance in the 31 Days of Christmas cards. So this other piece that I showed you, that I cut the snow out of, that would be really pretty to put like a scene of trees on here with a little sentiment. I just think that's so sweet. You could do a whole bunch of different ones in different colors. Now this gold glitter paper is from Close to My Heart. I have a ton of that left. Stampin' Up! Does not have gold glitter, but if you have that in your stash, it looks really pretty with this. Although there is glitter paper for Christmas, so that's coming up. So loving this set. Set that aside. And then there's the Peaceful Evergreens. I was also really excited for this set here. This is a red rubber one because there's lots of detail in that. So I stamped that so you can see. So I did it 3 ways. This is the larger tree stamped in garden green. And hopefully you can see there's some detail in there. There's also dies though, so let me grab the dies. This is another big set, and this is where that snow came from. But there's these layers that can go on top. There's 3 different sizes. And so on this one, I stamped this one in Old Olive, and then I put the layer on top of there so it adds more dimension. Now after I stamped these in white, I thought, you know what, I think that that would look better on green paper. So I grabbed some green paper. Now this is Close to My Heart pine paper with the pine ink on it. And I have to say, the Close to My Heart inks did not work as well with the red rubber stamps I found. I had a hard time getting them to ink nicely. You can see I've got some samples on the back, like this one did not stamp very well. The more I stamped it and kind of seasoned it, the better it worked. So if you're going to use the Close to My Heart inks with red rubber stamps, then just do a lot of practices. That's what it took. But you can see all that detail in there, and it looks really pretty on the green background. You could use the light side of the paper too, so that it stands out a little bit more. That was originally my plan, but then I had all of my testing stamps on that side and whoops, ran out of space. So I ended up on the regular side. And in the scrapbooking brochure that Stampin' Up! Just launched, they have two-tone cardstock. They're introducing the same cardstock that Close to My Heart had, with the color on one side and a lighter shade of that color on the other side with the white core. And that cardstock cuts beautifully on the Cricut. It die cuts beautifully, and then you have that option of the lighter side. So Stampin' Up! Is releasing that in all the colors eventually. It's in select colors and select color packs right now in the Stampin' Up! Colors, so that's super exciting. So there's the Peaceful Evergreens. Lots of really fun pieces in this set. This is a bow, so these fold over to create the bow part of the bow, and then these are the little things that hang down, so it's kind of like a 3D bow. Really pretty. And then this goes on the top of the bow to make like that center piece. So, and there's a little star on there. There's a star on here. So it's kind of a more detailed, distressed set. Look at this snow or scatter piece. That's really pretty. Now, along with that set is the Painted Trees embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder, and it is it's a 6x6, so it's a pretty good size. And I embossed that so you can see what it looks like. There's like lots of layers of dimension here. It's so pretty. And I wanted to show you a couple of things. So I embossed this with some close to my heart paper, and I wanted to show you one technique you can do. I keep forgetting that I have these sanding discs. I'm so excited. I haven't used them yet. Jessica Dubzinski turned me on to these. I put them on my wish list for Christmas last year, got them, and I haven't used them. You could also use a sanding block or just a nail file, but the cool thing about the two-tone paper, the white core, is that if you sand it, you expose that white core. So this might be too rough. Actually, let me try this one that's a little bit not as rough. I think that might be better. But see how when you do that, you're exposing the white core. So if you keep doing that along the whole thing, then you could get that cool effect. Another thing you could do is apply glitter gel. So here are a couple colors of stickles. So let's just see if we do the gold, squirt just a little bit of that out, and then you can rub it along here and make your tree sparkle. How pretty is that? All you need is your finger and just a little bit of that stickles. And then if you want a more subtle look, maybe like a snowy look, you can do it with the clear stickles. This is the diamond. So let's see how that looks. I'll rub it with a different finger so I don't contaminate. This is more of like an iridescent. I think there's a stickles that's a little more white, but still you get the gist. Look at how pretty. 3 different looks, and all of them are just gorgeous. So that is the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. And then there's another embossing folder I got called the Birchwood embossing folder, and this is what that looks like. So pretty. This is a really big one. Look at how giant this is. So that would be really good for scrapbook pages. I just did a partial piece. And then there's another plaid embossing folder too that I didn't get in my first order, but I actually have it on the way now, and that will be really fun too. All right, a few more sets. So I got this die set, and I already put it on the magnetic sheet that I used when I put them inside the case. Look at, I've got glitter all over me now. At least it's dry and it's not rubbing off. Because I was using these to create samples and it just kind of ruined my backer sheet. So I put it on the magnet sheet already. And then I just wanted to show you what some of these look like when you cut them out. I just used black, but hopefully you can see this one right here. It has the little slits so you can run ribbon behind there if you want. And wouldn't that be cute to put on a gift package? Like run the ribbon around one way and then the other way, and then maybe put a circle on here or something like that, or just a tree with a little tag with their name on it. Or you could do this on a card too, run the ribbon around one way and the other so it looks almost like a package on a card, and then decorate it. I just thought that that was really cute. And then we have this little label die. Of course, you'd want to cut it in a lighter color so you could stamp on it, unless you wanted to use like the dies to put some dies on there. And then this is almost the same thing but smaller, and it doesn't have the ribbon things on the other side or on the sides. So this one has a spot for ribbon to run through as well. And then this is super cute. This is a little tiny one right here, and then there's a larger one like this that looks like kind of a little 3D banner, and you could cut out a white piece and put it on top, or just cut this in a lighter color. You could do a little shading with a marker in the little corners here to look like it's shaded, and that will help it give a more of a 3D look. So that would be really cute. So this is Peaceful Season dies. Now the Peaceful Season stamp set, it's on my way, or it's on the way, but it is mostly sentiments that will fit in all of these just perfectly. So another good Christmas sentiment set. All right, we're down to the snowy stuff. So I got this background die, and this is also a red rubber cling set. So lots of detail in that, and I just thought that would be really pretty as a background on cards as well as scrapbook layouts. If you stamp this toward the top of your layout and have the snow just cascading down, I just thought that would be so pretty. Or you could stamp it on some cardstock and cut the cardstock to this size and even have it at the bottom of the page too, like under a row of photos. That would look really pretty. So I'm excited to use that one. And then there's this set here. I got just the dies because I liked this snowflake here and the little outline snowflake. Now there is a stamp set that goes with this. It's a lot of sentiments and a couple snowflakes, but I just wanted the dies. I have so many snowflake stamp sets that I decided not to get all the stamps. But now this one, I actually have the stamp set on the way because I decided I need it. It's got a really cute cluster of snowflakes. Let me show you in the catalog. Right here, it's called Frozen Edges. And I got just the stamp set, or the die set, because I thought these icicles would look really cute on cards or layouts hanging from the top of the page. And this snowflake edge was so unique and cool that I wanted that for scrapbooking too. But this lines up with this perfectly, and look at all the detail that it adds to the icicles. I just thought that was really cool, decided I need it. And then I like this cluster of snowflakes. That would be really great for creating your own pattern paper. You could stamp it onto cardstock a whole bunch of times to create a patterned paper yourself. Love that. And then this is the other snowflake set that I just showed you. So it's got one big snowflake, and that's what that will go to. And then some little sayings and little small snowflakes. But look at how cute that is. I love how they did that. Here's the Hang an Ornament page. So this is that die set I showed you in the beginning with the little ornament. I just think that's so cute. Look at how they used the little hook and the little topper, which are the dies right here and here, to add that extra little bit on there. I think that's super cute. Before we move on to paper, I want to show you all of these cute little embellishy type things. So I was so excited when I saw these. These are at the beginning of the catalog, and there's 3 different ephemera packs. So if you are familiar with the current annual catalog, there were a few ephemera packs. One of them is the flowering ephemera, which I've used a couple times here on my channel. And I love them so much because they're great embellishments for scrapbooking. And Stampin' Up! Doesn't have a lot of embellishments for scrapbooking yet, but these are perfect. Even though they're designed for cards, these are so good for scrapbooking. And I really love that they have the gold detail. Do you see that gold shine? So every single one of these sheets has the gold foil on it. So there's 4 sheets of different designs, and there's 2 of each of those sheets. So these come with 8 sheets total, 2 each of 4 designs. So there we go. And again, they'll make cute cards, really quick and easy cards, and great scrapbooking embellishments. So what I'll probably do is use 1 sheet for embellishments on scrapbooking, 1 sheet for cards. And truth be told, I actually got 2 of each of these packs because I'm going to make a ton of cards, because I always like to send cards to all of you who order from me around before Christmas. So if you've ordered from me Stampin' Up! This year, you'll get a Christmas card from me. So this one has the little deer are cute, and this bell is almost all foiled. Love the little snowman. This one has, I love this little row of trees, more gold detail. And a little tip for you, because you know I always like to share tips. If you hold them both together, you can pop both out at the same time. And see how easy those come out? And then I've got both of them. I actually did that for the other set that I have. I punched everything out. So I put them in these little trays. So this is all of the tags. This is all of the sentiments. And this is all of the little icons. So now they're all ready, and I'll just keep these out when I'm making cards. And when I'm done making cards, I just need to stack these and put them away. I get these little trays from scrapbook.com. I ran out of the big ones because I've got other embellishments in those right now, and I just always keep them off to the side of my workspace. So I would have put these in a large one, but I ran out, so I actually just ordered more. These are really, really good. I'll link them down below if you're interested, but I highly recommend them. So anyways, those are all of the icons. And then this is like little sentiments. So some of them are actually big enough to work for scrapbooking. I think this one, it's pretty small, but it's such contrast and it's so bold that it could actually work for a small scrapbooking title. Or if you do December daily, these would make good titles for December daily because those are all smaller scale. And of course they have all of the gold foiling, which is awesome. Now here are some bigger ones. So we've got Noel is pretty big. If you use it on a darker background, that'll stand out nicely. Peace on Earth, wishing you a Christmas full of peace and wonder. Merry Christmas could work on a layout. And so don't forget about these for December daily too. And then my favorite ones, all the gold foil. So we've got Season's Greetings, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Joy. And these, well, let me show you over here because I've already got some popped out. So they're so delicate, so be careful. This one kind of bent. But look at how pretty that is. So, so pretty. Okay, and then the last one from this one is these ones. This would be a good title, May All Your Days Be Merry and Bright. So lots of fun little ones. So think of how quickly you could layer all of these together and create some cards. And actually, let me show you in the catalog some of the examples. So here is the spread where you can see a lot of those little icons used, and I'm going to show you these bases in just a moment. They're gold foiled too, but look at how they just layer things up. The little trees that are so cute in the background. Now I'm not sure if it actually spans all the way across, but if it didn't, you can just snip it in the middle because the snowman's going to cover that. So if it's not quite wide enough, then you can just cover it with something. But I love how they layered. There's this little green box piece in the background with a little envelope, Dear Santa, some candy canes, and that bow is in there that looks like it's a double bow. Super, super pretty. And then there's these little sketch ideas over here. So these sketches are what they've used over here, and they've turned them into little sketch ideas for you. So bookmark this page for reference. All right, so here are the tags. Now you could use these to make gift tags, or again, as layering pieces on your cards or scrapbook layouts, or journal spots on scrapbook layouts, or just layering pieces, tucking them in with your clusters. And again, they have the gold foiling. So there's the first design. And then I love these big ones. Look at all of the little polka dot gold foil. That's my favorite tag. I love that. And then this Christmas tree has little dots on it in gold foil. And then we have some pages with white. So this is some bigger white tags. And then the next design is some smaller white tags with the gold foiling. So super fun. And then there's these mix and match cards and envelopes. So you get 3 of each color, and there's 3 colors, so there's 9. And the envelopes have the gold foiling on them as well. And then the flap has printing on it, so it looks cute when you close it. And then here are the card bases. So when you fold it in half, it's got the design on the front and the back. Something to keep in mind that you can do is you can cut this in half, and then it will stretch to make 2 cards. So you just won't have a pretty back of your card. It'll just be the front, but that's a good way to stretch it to be 2 cards. So those are super pretty. Something I forgot to mention about these is that they are not normal card size. They are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and that is sized perfectly for a 4 by 6 photo if you want to slip a photo into your cards. So that is super awesome. Okay, so here are some embellishments. The embellishments are so cute, you guys. I am always obsessed with Stampin' Up's embellishments. So these little peppermint embellishments, actually let me show you this one because it's open already. These were so popular that they sold out. They're expected back the week of the 16th or 17th or something like that. But what I'm going to do is everybody who's placed an order starting September 4th when this catalog launched throughout the month of September, I'm going to send you a few of these little pieces so that you have a few to play with in your thank you card. So you'll get a few of these from me. So there's 3 different sizes and they are real red and white. And then these ones are called the Druzy adhesive back gems. And I don't know if you can tell that there's some texture to them. It's almost like a rock candy kind of texture. It's really cool, so pretty, and I love the colors, the kind of champagne gold and silver. So those are super pretty. And then this is the Regal foiled adhesive back gems, and I'm going to show you the paper that goes with these. It's so pretty. So do you see the gold foil that's in there? So let me grab the paper. So check this out. Perfect, right? But it's really pretty on its own too. So I just love collecting all these pretty embellishments. I'll show you all this paper soon. And then last but not least is these little white loose snowflakes. So these would be really cute for shaker cards. And there's 2 sizes. There's this size and then there's one that's like even tinier. Let's see if I can get one of those in here. There we go. So there's these 2 sizes in there and they feel almost like rubber. They're like rubber or plastic almost. So those are great for either shaker cards or just a little teeny tiny dot of glue. And you know, you can just use them as little embellishments on your cards too. Okay, let's get to paper and I'll show you this first since I just teased you with it. This is called Regal Winter, and there's also a specialty paper that goes with it that has some really pretty gold foiling on it. But let me show you this one. So here are the fronts and backs of them, and I think this would be really pretty for maybe autumn photos as well. But I love this. It's such a busy pattern, but I just think it's so pretty. All of those colors are gorgeous. And then there's this one. I love this pretty peacock plaid. So pretty. I think this might be wild wheat. I'm not the biggest fan of that color, so I probably won't be using that one. And then there's this one. This one is super similar to this first one, but there's more purple. There's some of these ones are purple in this one, so it's just slightly different. And then the back side is blue on that one. And then this one, I love the purples and blues and blacks, so pretty. And then there's purple on the back. And then there's more purple here. And then the pretty peacock. My friend Chelsea is doing a workshop with this and I saw some little peeks of it and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So she'll have the workshop instructions for this available pretty soon. Her favorite color is purple, so I'm not surprised that she chose this pack. And there's another plaid. So love, love, love that. And then this one is the gold foil. So there's 2 sheets of each of the designs and it's just white on the back, but that's okay. You don't want to use the other side when you have this beautiful foil, right? So pretty, love that. And I can see these next couple, actually all of these really making an appearance on Christmas cards. So there's 2 of these with that, hopefully you can tell the gold foil is the plaid. And then this one is also, it's just a different plaid, this white. So really, really pretty. I love this Regal Winter collection here. All right, next we'll take a look at Nests of Winter. We haven't even gotten to my favorite one yet. So this is Nests of Winter. Here's the back of that. I'll probably use this side with snow layouts. I think these birds are really cute and festive. I'm not the biggest bird fan. I think they're okay, but I'll probably end up using this side. But I think these would be really cute on layouts and cards too. And then we have a smaller scale bird with a little snow in the background. And then this pretty green pattern. I love that like watercolor look on there. This is the paper that birch embossing folder matches. Let's see, this is upside down. I actually went through all of the stuff I bought already in my customer group on Facebook, so that's why some things are kind of out of sorts. I give a sneak peek to my customers in my Facebook group, so if you're not over there, then I'll leave the link down below so you can join and get sneak peeks of stuff. So this one, and I think there's a die in the coordinating dies that might cut this bird out. If not, there's a die that's very similar in a stamp. I didn't get the stamp and die set. And then this pattern is super pretty. And then we've got the birch trees here with the small scale birds. I really like that because the birds are not the focus, and I love the trees. So I think I would definitely see myself using that on a layout. And then the pretty little, I don't know what those are, some sort of poofy flower. I'm not very good with names of things. I do know that these are pussy willows, I believe. My mom used to have a big vase of pussy willows in our bathroom downstairs, in our guest bathroom when I was growing up, and I used to love to always touch the little pieces, and I would often break them off, and my mom would not like that. But I think this would be really pretty if you cut it in half and use it across the bottom of a layout, and then you have both sides covered, and then do some more strips in the middle maybe with your photos. But this would make a really pretty scene across the bottom of a layout, and you would only need one sheet to go across two layouts. So that's really pretty. And then the back side is this. It looks like little bird prints. So cute. And then I love this one. I always love a good wood grain. So we've got the birch wood grain, so pretty. And then more pussy willows. So really, really pretty. I love that. All right, I'll show you these at the same time, and I'm saving the best for last. So we've got a new glitter paper pack. There is no gold, like I mentioned, but there's Christmas colors. There's Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, I believe, and Real Red. So there's two shades of green and a red. Now, if you're familiar with Close to My Heart glitter paper, it's not quite as heavy weight, but it's still a very nice quality, and it doesn't rub off. Like, that's the biggest thing, right? That you don't get glitter all over yourself. Well, I've already got glitter on these fingers. That's not from here. If I rub it on my thumb, nothing is coming off, and it die cuts beautifully. So that's really nice. And then how gorgeous is this foiled paper? So you get 2 sheets of each of the colors, and I think there's 5 or 6 different patterns, 6 different patterns in here. So here's one of them. And then the backs are actually printed too, if for some reason you don't want the gold foil, although I think I would have a really hard time not using the gold foil. But this is a pretty pattern too, and it looks like it's painted. So really, really gorgeous. I love this. I'm positive that this will make an appearance in 31 days because I think all of us, or most of us, got this and are crazy about it. I love this one, how most of the foil is kind of down the middle. So it'd be really pretty to cut this, you know, like this, and have the card like that, or cut it like this in half and have it go across the bottom or top of a layout. Would be gorgeous. Love that. And again, we've got a pattern on the back too. It looks like it's on a canvas, painted on a canvas, and then the paint's dripping. That's kind of cool. It's a good thing you get 2 patterns. Okay, and then we have this one here with the Granny Apple Green and Old Olive, I believe. And there's the back of that one. And then we've got this one that looks like it's the same gold foil pattern as the blue one. I love how there's just a few little specks here. And then the back of that one is different than the back of the blue one. And then here's another white and kind of tan. You can see more texture on this one. This one has a different foil pattern, which looks similar to this one. Love that. And there's the back of that. You can see more detail in the paint looking texture on there. And here's this one. I love how much it looks like this is textured, but it's not. It's just the visual texture. And Stampin' Up told us when I was there for the leadership thing before we joined, that they actually have artists in-house that will paint either with like acrylics or gouache or watercolor or whatever medium they're using, and then they actually use that artwork to make the paper. So I'm sure that this actually started out as paint. Look at how cool that is. Pretty, pretty. All right, let's move on to my favorite paper pack. Okay, this is my favorite one. You'll see why in a moment. But I forgot I also have this little 6x6 pad. This is designed to go with the Take a Bow dies. Let me show you those. So you can get these dies, and I think when I saw Janice show them in person, they are actually all connected. So you get the 3 larger ones, 2 medium and smaller one, all connected in one die that will fit on the 6x6 paper. And then you can create a bow with them. Now, I just want to point out there are lots of tutorials here on YouTube where you can just cut strips of ribbon or strips of paper and make your own bows with strips of paper. You don't need a die to do that. However, it does make it really nice to just be able to run it through and have all the pieces cut. And then I like how you have the little edges like that. So just want to show you, point out, I did not get the die because I would probably just cut the strips, but I love the paper, and you get tons of each pattern because it's designed to make bows. So you can make a bunch of bows. And then the other side is really pretty too. It's all small scale stuff because it's designed to make bows. So here's the little polka dot, and then there's like little stars on the other side. And then I love this little mistletoe one. Well, it's not mistletoe, but kind of looks like it. The leaves and berries. A little candy cane stripe. Whoops, a few more of those. And then here's this stripe one. My eyes are starting to get buggy looking at this. I love these colors. These colors are just right up my alley for Christmas. I love the traditional bright colors. Okay, so let me show you my favorite paper. And you'll see why it's my favorite in a moment. So do you remember the Flowers and Frames Specialty Designer Series paper pack that I use that has 3 sheets of paper and then 3 sheets of punch outs? That's why I'm so excited about this, because we have more punch outs, and look at how big they are. They're great for scrapbooking. So we have tons of Christmas scrapbooking embellishments in this catalog, plus the scrapbooking kits that came out, which have sticker sheets and all of that. So here is the first one. Now there's 3 sheets of paper and there's only 1 of each one, but they're all double-sided. So love this like graphic Christmas tree pattern, so pretty. And then here's the back of that one. Looks almost like little ornaments, but I just really love this side. And then I love, love, love this one. So, so pretty. I love all the colors, and then there's like texture looking to the ornaments. It's just so pretty. Oh, I love the other side of it too. That's going to be hard to decide which side to use. I'm going to need another pack of this for sure. And then we have the gingham in the blue, which doesn't have to be for Christmas, but it coordinates with this beautifully. And then this sort of basket weave look with the blue on the other side. But let me show you these little punch outs. So there's 3 sheets of them. And just like those other little ephemera packs, the smaller ones, they punch out super easily. Like I just didn't even hardly try in that punched out. Look at the cute little cookie. Love it. In fact, I think this little poinsettia is also in the other one, and a smaller version of this and this. So there are some repeats. but love this. And they're big. So one thing with these wreaths, so you could use, like, put the whole wreath on a cluster for a scrapbook layout, or you could cut them in half, and like if you have a linear design, have half of it kind of tucked up here and then half of it tucked over here in another cluster, and then you get a twofer. Here is another page. That one's fallen out right there. A really big poinsettia. That's a really good one for scrapbooking. So we have so many embellishments for December daily, for scrapbook layouts, for cards. I'm gonna have to make a lot of Christmas things because I went a little bit crazy with the Christmas paper. So this one's a little bit different. You've got this pattern here, which is super cute, that punches out. And then these are almost like pocket cards. And they have gold foiling. By the way, I didn't point out, but there's gold foiling on all of these. And then this one is like a frame, so this will punch out. So you can make a shaker card or put it around a photo. And then these two also punch out. They're frames. And then this one is like a pocket card. So really, really cute. I'm super excited about that. There's one more thing I have to show you, and that is the new kit collection. So every month there are 2 new kit collections that are introduced. This one actually was for August. It comes with a pretty peacock Stampin' Spot and a stamp set, and then everything you need pre-cut and everything to make these cards. Let me open this for you. All right, so if you're familiar with Close to My Heart's Cut Above kits, this is very similar, where you get everything that you need pre-cut, pre-designed, you just put it together. So you get even the adhesive, and it comes with the block and the stamp set and the ink and all of that. And all of these little pieces are die cut. These are actually stickers. These are for the envelopes. So if we look back here, that's a sticker that goes on the envelope to write the address. And then there are, ooh, the envelopes are gold shimmer. I couldn't tell that in the photo. They're gold shimmer. Do you see that? So, so pretty. And then here's one of the card bases. It's got some gold foil around it. So that is going to be, oh, that is the back, or the inside, I mean. So there we go. And then you open it up and it's got gold foil on the inside. That's awesome. So that's this one here. So then you will use all of these pieces. They just pop out like all of the other ephemera pieces I've shown you. Super easy. So there's enough sheets of those for all of the cards. And then this is for putting the sentiments on that you'll stamp. That is so pretty. I love all the gold foil on there. So again, you could cut this in half and make 2 cards out of this, but then you wouldn't have the pretty inside because that would be covered. I love that. So I might not do that on these ones. And then let's see, is there anything on the inside? Oh yeah, it's on this one too. So that's going to be a tough decision if you want to get 2 cards out of this, or if you want to have a decorative inside. That's so pretty. I love the gold foiling. All right, and then here's a closer look at the stamp set. So they give you a little insert that has all the images of the stamp set. So I have been just storing these with my stamp like that. I hope it was helpful for you to see all of these things up close. Let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite must-haves. I will have a shopping link down below if you're interested in purchasing anything, as well as links to the catalogs if you want to just look through them. And tomorrow I'll be back with an organization video. We'll put all this stuff away. I'll show you how I organize it. And when that video is ready, it will be right here. See you there.